Hey, good morning, everyone. Okay, so there's a lot going on today. It's a big day on the market, to say the least. So there's so much on watch that it's really kind of just like pick something and look for an entry. I've got a lot of alarms set this morning. And I'll probably go for large cap more than I will small cap momentum, just because small cap momentum can be so fickle and so much more intense to trade. The easier pickings are going to be on the large cap movers. It's going to be there's less margin of error on the large cap movers than there is on the small cap momentum. So. I've got a bunch of things on watch here from, that I've been watching for the past few weeks. A new one, there's one Energizer I've been averaging into this, and right now I'm in at 150 shares on average at $46.24. And I'm going to go over Energizer. This probably isn't, I'm probably not going to trade this today. I might average in again a little bit if I can get a pullback, but let me just go ahead and make this large here. We can take a look at the chart. Let's get that out of the way. So this is what I'm looking at on Energizer, and it looks like it's putting in a head and shoulders reversal bottom here. And you can see here's the neckline right here, and last week after earnings, it made a push for that neckline and broke it, but then got rejected. Now, that doesn't mean that the head and shoulders reversal pattern has failed. If the price per share of Energizer goes down here below 32.41 roughly, I'll put a line on it there, 32.54, then this head and shoulders pattern fails. I don't see it happening. I don't foresee that happening. And so I will be looking for opportunities to buy in along this support line if I can get them. If it starts popping up again, it looks like it's going to make a stab for the neckline again and gets into the body of this breakdown candle right here. If price discovery gets back into the body of this candle, I'll look for spots to average in for a push past the neckline. But it's not a trade that I'm looking at today. It's just a swing idea that I have. And it's actually an investment that I have. So it's on the move. It's something that I'm watching. It's not a trade. Okay. So let's see, where were we here? First one I watch is PSTH. This is the first large cap mover. It is up, and it's up among hundreds of other stocks that are up this morning that fit my criteria. Actually, it looks like there are about probably 24 stocks this morning that are on the move that I could have on watch, but I'm just it's like take your pick. I mean, the S&P's up, everyth's up, so it's just kind of like, which stock do you want to go for, really? So PSTH here, let me see here. I think, it's fairly young. It IPO'd back here on the 11th of September in 2020, 9/11/2020. And so if it starts breaking into blue skies here, it'll really start taking off. I think it's a SPAC. I'm not sure. But I like the setup. I like the price action. I've got 3 levels on it. If it breaks past 33.55 here, it goes into blue skies. This 31.97 level right here, where it's actually above that right now in pre-market. Then if it holds this price, if it opens above this, actually it ought to be making a move for this all-time high. Now, it did make higher all-time highs, but that was pre-market, so it doesn't really count because it's such light volume. There were only 11,000 shares traded there in this bar. So it ought to be pushing for blue. If it can make it all the way to 33.55, then it ought to be pushing for blue skies and some price discovery up there. If it takes a dive and when the bell rings, then I'm looking at 30.54 for support. And I will be taking on probably somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 shares on this position if it gives me an entry, which it looks, as of right now, it looks like it's going to give me an entry somewhere. CCIV is interesting. It had a huge run at the end of the day here from 35 as high as 41 on Friday. I wasn't around. I stopped trading somewhere around, well, I stopped trading by 10:30 on Friday and then kind of hung around the office and did a little bit of work on how my week was and so forth, and getting numbers straight and understanding what I did right and wrong from the week before. All right, and so then Energizer, we went over that one. MSTR, and so the other things I have on watch here. DraftKings, I don't see a trade on DraftKings right now. I haven't put any levels on it. I think I probably have. Yeah, I have an old Fibonacci. Let's see what the old Fibonacci looks like here. As of right now, though, I don't see a trade on it. It's kind of here in no man's land between its all-time high and this 75% mark here. So I'm just kind of watching it. BILI, this is another company I own about 150 shares of. It's close to its all-time highs this morning pre-market. So, I have 150 shares at an average of $120 a share. So I'm just going to let it ride. Vodafone. Now, Vodafone in the pre-market broke above this 1883 all-time high, or recent high, that is. And right now it's drifting back down below. This is extremely light volume. You can see here it traded 165 shares at $19.10. I'm really kind of waiting on Vodafone for an entry down here at 18 bucks. I don't know if I'll get it. I don't know if it runs past 1883 in regular hours, then I'll enter it, and I'll enter it with probably 1,000 to 2,000 shares. MSTR, I'm still using the levels here from a couple days ago. So if it breaks down here to 1,005, then I'm a buyer. If it breaks up above 1112, then I'm a buyer. Let's see, do I have alarms? I think I have alarms on this. No, I don't. So I put alarms here. I'm bullish on it though. So the main three that actually there are two that I'm really watching for trades, and that's PSTH for large caps and CCIV. The other ones like MSTR and Energizer, Vodafone, they're just kind of back burners. Vodafone, I'm much more interested in. I already have positions on DraftKings and BILI. I'm interested in getting into a position on Vodafone for more than just a trade. I'm looking for that for either a swing or, well, I'm gonna trade if I can get a good entry on Vodafone, then I'll enter, I don't know, maybe 500 shares. It doesn't move that fast. And then take profits on half after it gets to, I don't know, maybe 10%, if I can get 10% on it, and then let the other half kind of run and see what it does. So small cap momentum, we've got SCKT popping up big time here pre-market. They've got a pretty good headline here. I don't really know what it means for revenues or top line revenues or bottom line earnings. However, traders like it. And I guess, Socket Mobile launches first enterprise-grade scanners for Apple iPhone 12 series. I really don't know what that means. I've, a scanner, I guess, like, a scanner you scan documents into, I guess, or something. I'm not really sure. However, it seems to be quite popular. So I'll trade momentum on it. I will be looking for a pullback, and then the first 1 minute candle after a pullback to make a new recent high, and I will look for an entry there. And I might not even do it. I mean, because it's small cap momentum, which can be really, really fickle. So I might just, I don't know. I'll have to see what the level 2 is doing. The level 2 is going nuts. And the other one, let's see, CMLF. This is one that I traded, last Friday, and I did okay on it. I made a little bit of money on it on this. Let's go back here. So on Friday, I remember. I got into it. I don't remember where. I think I got into it right here at 26.20, roughly, somewhere. And so I made some money on it. I did okay. Nothing like, it didn't make my year, that's for sure. So I have it on watch. Now, the other one that I have on watch is SINO. And SINO is getting a boost here. I traded this a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. On, I think it was this red candle day right here. It gave some opportunities on this day for a trade. And I was profitable on it. And I've been kind of watching it for an entry. Exactly where, I don't know exactly where the entry is right now. It looks like, so we're back into these two candles right here. The pre-market price is $9.34, which puts us back into these two candles. And this is a breakup candle and a breakdown candle. And I don't have a high degree of confidence on this yet. Today, if it breaks out over 976 during regular hours, I'm going to give it a stab for price discovery. Is up as high as up to $11.03 there, I think is the high. Oh, it's $11 even is the high on this breakup candle. So let's see, I have an alarm set for 976. So if it breaks above 976, looking for an entry for a push to 11. I'll take profits, a little bit of profit at 11. And if it continues higher, then it's game on. We've got 1130 as an all-time high. So if it breaks above 11, it's going to test 1130. If it breaks past 1130, then it's going to go into blue skies here. Let's take a look back a bit. Oh yeah, okay. No, this is SINO. This isn't a new IPO or anything. This is the company that is a global shipping company that is now getting into crypto. And I haven't done the fundamental research on this company for earnings and revenues and so forth. And so there's just something that is attractive to me about a global shipper that's going to start mining crypto. That just seems to make perfect sense to me somehow. It's possibly a workaround the dollar standard. I don't know what it is that is making sense to me, but it just does. Let's see, sockets popping up a little bit here, pre-market again. I've got it on the level 2 here. CMLF, this is the life sciences. It's kind of a managed insurance, managed health insurance thing. And essentially what it's doing is it's streamlining health management per customer. And I think it's a service that'll be quite popular among the health industry. And so I have it on watch. I might, let's see if I put alarms on it. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I put alarms on it. So if it hits the support level, I'm a buyer. If it breaks above this resistance level, I'm a buyer. And then there's AACQ. AACQ is a SPAC, and I don't have any levels on it. It's just up. If it starts to pop off scanners. I've got it on a chart, and I've got it in my level 2 in order to be able to start trading it. Don't really have a plan on it. It'll be if I do play it, it'll be a momentum play, and well, to call it a momentum play with a 90 million share float is a little bit of a misconception, I suppose you could call it. But I'll look for an entry, see what it's doing, look for an entry, and I'll use the momentum criteria to enter. Maybe. I mean, there's so much on watch today, though. It's hard to say exactly what I'll do. All right, so just to kind of go through from the top again, there's PSTH. This is doing quite well. I have 3 levels on it, above 33.55, and in confirmation, I'm looking for a move higher. 31.97 as of right now is this 31.97 area is acting like support pre-market, and then this 30.54 is, if it goes all the way down here, I will position myself with a large share size, but I'll have a tight stop on it. Probably if it hits 30 again, if it dumps all the way down to 30, then I'll let it go. So 50-cent stop there. CCIV, I have a level at 37.56 and another level at 35.55. I'll see how it acts when it opens. Vodafone, just kind of waiting. Energizer, I'm waiting for an entry on Energizer. SINO, we'll see how it does after it opens. I imagine at 828, I'll probably enter down here somewhere around 828 today. SCKT, definitely a momentum play. This has a really small float, 6 million shares. Of the small caps that I'm watching right now, I think SCKT is the main one. CMLF, I have an entry at 26.20 and another one at 27.18. And then AACQ, I don't have an entry, but if it starts popping up on the scanner, I'll look for a pullback and then a new 1-minute high to trade against. All right, and these are only the stocks that I'm choosing to look at today. There's a ton. The SPY pre-market right now is hanging around new all-time highs. Looks like it'll probably open into new all-time highs. So generally speaking, things are just bullish kind of all around. All right, everybody, I think that I am going to end the stream here and maybe do a recap after the trading day's over. All right, take care. Good luck, everyone.